The Houston Texans are looking to keep their AFC South undefeated streak alive. The Tennessee Titans looking to play spoiler. How can each team get this done? How do the Texans take care of business, stay on a roll in the AFC South, and get on a roll before their bye week? And how do the Titans play spoilers? Let's get into it. Presented by my friends at BetUS. YouTube 150 is the code. Get you 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000. So, how do the Texans win this matchup? Well, for me, offensively with the Texans, you can't let the defensive line of the Tennessee Titans dominate things. You got to get Joe Mixon going early. The Titans have had some really impressive run-stuffing stats associated with their season this far, but they still allow a tremendous amount of points. So they have had some nice defensive performances, but overall, you should be able to move the football against them. And if Bobby Slowick is a better offensive coordinator than he was a few weeks ago, which Dallas kind of showcased to us, he is a little bit better. If Slowick is a little bit better, then they should be able to get something going against the Tennessee Titans. You put up enough points there, and you take care of your business from the offensive side of the football. Get Nico Collins rolling and involved, and the Texans should be very much on their way. I am worried about that interior offensive line, but that's one of the only pieces, in fact, the only piece of the matchup that I'm worried about from the Texans offense to the Titans defense side of things. The Texans offense, they've got to help themselves out. They've got to take care of their own business. They can't worry too much about how the Titans affect things. You got to be ready for that interior defensive line, but they've got to get rolling on offense, get Nico Collins involved. You get Joe Mixon going early, and you should be able to take care of the Tennessee Titans from that standpoint, put up more than enough points that they can't replicate that number. Defensively for the Texans, this is the worst offensive line in football right now when it comes to allowing pressure. They've allowed a lot of sacks, a lot of quarterback pressures. Will Levis finds himself in some situations where he was clean and then he accidentally ends up in pressure, because that's what Will Levis does sometimes. So with that, you get pressure on the quarterback. I know that one sounds very simple, but take advantage of the mistakes that Will Levis is going to make. No dropped interceptions. When he does a crazy thing on second down to put the Titans way behind the chains, don't give up that big third down. That all starts with that defensive line, which is going to be really nasty in this matchup. It's going to be tough for the Titans to handle. They're going to get after Tennessee. And then, hey, when they throw you one, take advantage of it, get you some of those hidden yards and take care of business. That's part of the offense, too. When the Titans make mistakes, you need to turn them into points. That is how you'll put this thing way, way, way out of reach for the Tennessee Titans. Speaking of this matchup, you can bet on it at BetUS. YouTube 150 is the code to get you a 150% bonus up to $2,000. I love this very simple player prop parlay. I believe Nico Collins is getting into the end zone just like the last time he played at NRG Stadium. And I believe Will Levis, who's thrown an interception in every game except for one this year, including one game where he only threw 4 passes, one of them was an interception. I believe Will Levis is going to throw an interception. So a Nico Collins touchdown with a Will Levis interception. That's our player prop parlay that we're putting together. So many different things on BetUS. You can bet on so many things, from sides to totals to, of course, the player props as well. We love those. Thanks to our friends at BetUS. Now, how could the Titans pull the huge upset? You know the Titans ownership really would love to stick it to the Texans and ruin the back portion of this schedule for Houston, and losing to the Titans would feel like you're ruining a good portion of the schedule and a good portion of the hard work that you have done. So you can't do that if you're the Texans. But how can the Titans pull it off? Well, simple. They're dominant defensively on the interior with their defensive line. T'Vondre Sweat, Jeffrey Simmons against Juice Scruggs, Shaq Mason, and Jared Patterson. And they find themselves with a tremendous amount of pressure put on C.J. Stroud. The Texans are in second and long, third and long. They continue to hurt themselves with that, and the Titans take advantage of it. That's how they can do this from a defensive standpoint. They've got to put a tremendous amount of pressure on C.J. Stroud and then have some of those things that have been issues for the Texans when it comes to handling pressure, have some of those things pop up and be tough for the Texans to handle when they have had some pressure. I mean, we've seen some of these games where the team just can't handle any sort of pressure in the moment, and it just totally ruins and torpedoes anything that they want to do on offense. If the Titans want to win, they've got to do that. They probably have to pick off C.J. Stroud and then take advantage of Texans' mistakes, kind of the same way we talked about it with the Texans. To put up a big number, they got to take advantage of Tennessee mistakes. The Titans have to take advantage of any Texans mistakes. They'll need a little help. The Texans will have to hurt the Texans for the Titans to win, but they have to take advantage. Will Levis has got to play damn near a clean game. Again, the interception stat we just gave you, he throws a lot of interceptions. He makes a lot of curious decisions with the football. He's going to have to play his best football of the season to beat the Texans. They're going to have to get a big game on the ground to sort of weaken and tire out that Texans defense and defensive line, and then maybe, just maybe, the Titans will have enough to take care of business. I don't anticipate that being the case, because that score prediction here, 31-13, the Texans win. They get some short fields because of some poor Titans offense. They convert those not only into field goals, but they convert those into touchdowns as well. Nico Collins with a score in this one is another prediction of mine, and the Texans take care of business, move to 4-0 in the AFC South, and start to continue that roll ahead of the bye week with another AFC South opponent next week, the Jacksonville Jaguars. What say you? You believe the Texans are going to take care of business? You think the Titans got a chance? Did I lay out well exactly how it could all go down? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, throw me a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out our friends at BetUS, who are offering you a 150% bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit when you use that code YouTube150. It's YouTube150. No spaces. Just type it in when you sign up. You get that bonus that BetUS is offering. Appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy game day to you. We'll talk to you on YouTube, breaking this game down after the game is over. Thanks, everybody.